What in the world? Look at this beautiful croissant. Rice paper. How is that possible? Hello, good morning. Today, we're gonna commit a crime. A bread crime, specifically, because we're gonna be making croissants with rice paper. Rice paper. I don't even, not gonna lie, it feels a little bit sacrilegious, diabolical even, to have a rice paper croissant be the first thing I bake on this channel after going to baking school. I really didn't want to do this, but I just need to know. Look, here's the thing. I have been seeing this rice paper croissant everywhere. I'm actually not even sure who came up with the concept first. If you know, let me know. I keep getting this video sent to my inbox too. I feel like everyone is just very curious to know if this is actually going to be good. So you know what? This serves a greater purpose. Today, we're gonna get to the bottom of it and we're gonna find out whether this viral rice paper croissant is actually good. I have my rice paper here. I have my eggs. We're gonna make some croissants. Hopefully. Chef, if you're watching this, please look away. Erase this from your memory. So putting my rice paper aside for a second, this is kind of what I have here. I have my eggs, butter, which I'm going to melt real quick, some milk, vanilla extract, and some baking powder. So I saw some people adding this baking powder and I'm wondering if it's because it helps kind of give it that sort of airy texture. I'm just hoping that it actually adds to the crispiness of it because look, I am a little bit skeptical. I think the worst thing that could happen here is a gummy croissant, and you don't want a gummy croissant. Nobody wants a gummy croissant. I'm gonna add this all together and make our little mixture. I know I want to make at least a couple, so I'm gonna make a little more mixture. I'm gonna use 5 eggs here. There you have all of the eggs. I'm going to add a little more milk here because I don't want the egg mixture to be too thick. Almost forgot I have to melt this butter real quick. It is going into the microwave. Super fast. There's butter going in. Splash of vanilla for some flavoring, and then a little bit of that baking powder. Maximum crispiness, please. Sugar's going in. I know it looks like a lot of sugar. It smells really nice right now, but let's mix it together and see what it gets us. Do a little mix. Trying to get it as well blended as possible. It is still a little bit thick. Just gonna add a splash more of milk. Okay, this is pretty good to me. I'm going to filter it through. Normally I'd grab one of my little trays. A plate might be better this time. This way it fits just right. Perfect. There we go. All right. Kind of looks like steamed egg from this angle. A little jiggle, but I actually think the butter solidified a little bit because my eggs were a little on the colder side, but I don't think it should be an issue, just given how croissants usually, you know, we do actually have butter between the layers of dough. The next thing is to create our layers. The idea here, instead of folding it, you kind of stack it on one on top of the other. And from what I see, the more layers you have, the nicer the texture will be. Let's go for around maybe like 6 layers to start with and see where that takes us. Got a nice little stack out here. How do you do this? I'm not entirely sure how people, oh. Okay, so that's kind of what we're working with. Another one, just dipping it. See these little butter bits here? I'm hoping it adds to the buttery flavor. Stacking it on top. I don't think there's a way to do this without making a little bit of a mess. We're trying here. I think this is the 5th layer. Maybe we could stick with 5, you think? Okay, I'm gonna be ambitious and go for 6 layers right now. Also, 6 layers is for 1 croissant. Ooh, all right, I feel it sticking. Here's how it is looking. Looks like a tortilla almost. The next step here is to cut it. Ooh, it is just a little bit, oh, this is very soft, my goodness. Ooh, this looks promising. Maybe cut a triangle out. I can see why scissors would be a better choice here. It is a little bit slimy. Oh my God, it is slipping away from me. Okay. Nice. This is a little bit chaotic. All right, have our layers made. The next step now is to try to fold them all together. Stack this on top. Have this one horizontal. Not exactly how I would make a croissant, but we're just gonna roll with it. Literally roll with it. Quite slimy. Oof. A croissant. Kind of, right? Look at that. Here is the, it's just so, this is the croissant. It kind of looks like one. I'm still not sure how it's gonna taste, but I'm gonna very quickly make another one so we can bake it together and hopefully work on the other one a little bit faster in case the timing has like an impact on how successful this is. I have my 2 little croissants here. I do have some demerara sugar here. Thought it'd be fun if I add a little bit of crunch on top. Normal sugar would also work. This one just adds to the crunchiness. And that's it, rice paper croissant. And no proofing needed, no egg wash needed because the entire thing is bathing in egg wash. I'm gonna take this to the oven, praying for the best. See ya in a few minutes. You know how usually bakeries smell like butter? This mostly just smells like egg. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh, hold up. What? No way. This actually looks a lot better than I was expecting it to. You actually do see that like crispy skin on top. This is crispy. You know what this smells like? It just smells like a freshly baked cream puff, like a choux pastry, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Also egg-based. Does not smell like a croissant, but again, still smells bakery-esque. Color me impressed. I came prepared. I bought a croissant earlier today for proper comparison. Like shape-wise, this is a little more like a crescent roll. I think the real test here is to see whether they have the same layers. We're gonna give this a nice little slice. So here it is, our, ooh, look at how good that looks. Golden brown, beautiful color. Going to cut this and it smells very eggy. You definitely see those layers for comparison though. This is the rice paper croissant, this is the regular croissant. And honestly, they both kind of have that honeycomb texture. All right, but before I get too excited, right? Just because it looks good doesn't mean it tastes good. So give this a taste. Moment of truth. This tastes like a mochi or like a rice cake. You can see this texture too on the inside. It's actually all kind of stuck together now. So it creates this sort of like very chewy texture. You can see that it is giving some sort of resistance. The exterior layer is really crispy. I actually think it's quite a fun texture. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside, but it's not a croissant. It's not really that sort of buttery, flaky texture. I also separately made a pain au chocolat. Same principle, I kind of just rolled it up with the chocolate in the middle, and this is what it looks like. Once I cut it open, you can just see the chocolate sort of melted and oozing out a little bit. I also baked this one for a little longer, so it's extra crispy up top. Pretty crazy. Pain au chocolat. So crispy. By baking it for longer than 30 minutes, the outside gets extra crispy, still got the chewiness on the inside. Would recommend. So here it is, final review of the viral rice paper croissant. It tastes pretty good. It is very fun to make. It tastes nothing like a croissant. If you like sweet, chewy treats that have sort of like an eggy note, you might want to give this a try. If you want a buttery, flaky pastry, this is not it for you. I'm glad we finally got to the bottom of this. That's it for today. Comment, like, and subscribe if you liked this video. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Got my crumbs all over. Rolling.